Okay, Hero Unknown, script by Justen Noll. Ugh. Anyways, scene one. First part of the scene takes place where Peter, protagonist, is walking with Ryan around the school.
What's up, Brian? You seem kind of down.
My parents told me I was adopted.
I'm sorry, man.
Well, at least I have parents, but they're not really my parents, though.
Peter's phone rings.
Hello?
Peter hears bad news, then puts the phone away.
Who's that?
Pause.
My parents are dead.
I don't know what to say, Peter. So, we're like the same?
We're not. You actually have parents right now.
Well, they're not my real parents.
Ryan, please just shut up, you selfish piece of crap.
You're no better than I am, Peter.
Peter is startled by what Ryan had just said.
You can go find a new friend.
Peter walks away. This part of the scene takes place at high school, first day of summer school. 1 week after Peter and Ryan's argument, Peter walks up to and through the doors. He sees Ryan beating up a kid. Peter intervenes. A couple of punches are thrown back and forth. The kid runs away. Peter slams Ryan against the wall, and he mouths why. Ryan stands against the wall pondering. Peter walks away at a fast pace. He goes into the closest bathroom. He starts washing off his face. Then he looks into the mirror.
Why?
Title shown with black backdrop. Hero unknown. Bum bum bum. End scene. Scene 2. After school. On the 5th day of summer school, Peter starts to pick up trash off the floors. Ambitious photographer Jake comes out of the library. Jake starts walking and sees Peter. Jake zooms in and gets the shot of Peter. Peter notices and walks away.
Wait!
Peter walks faster down the hall. Jake manages to run and catch up with him.
Hey! What's her name?
Peter turns around and then turns back to continue walking. Jake grabs Peter.
What's her name? Mine is Jake Harris. I photograph and blog a lot, but I haven't been that successful.
It's Peter. Please, just leave me alone.
Peter continues walking and exits the school. Jake continues to follow.
Nice to meet you, Peter.
They both stop. Jake reaches out to shake, but Peter keeps on going.
Wait up!
Jake catches up to Peter. Peter stops and turns around to face Jake.
I said leave me alone.
Can I take your picture, please?
Peter turns around the other way, walks again.
I take that as a no.
Jake is left standing there. End of scene. Scene 3 takes place in the town. Peter walks out of a store with food. The kid from scene 1 walks towards Peter's direction, looks quickly at him, and walks past.
Hey, kid, what's your name?
Kid, later to be called Drake, stops, turns around and walks up to Peter.
Drake.
Peter gets out food and gives it to the kid.
Take it.
Kid takes the food.
Thanks for both of the things you did for me. You beat that guy up for me, and now this.
I was not doing that for you or the right reasons, Drake. This is just a simple deed.
Kid walks away. Peter stands in the same spot. Down the street a little bit away was Jake taking various pictures. Jake sees Peter, takes a picture. Peter tries to walk away.
Hey, Peter, what's up?
Peter starts running, but Jake catches up to him. Both of them start walking again. Peter stops.
What do you want?
Peter starts walking ahead.
An interview.
Pause. Peter stops and turns back to walk up to Jake.
No.
Pause again. Jake starts walking away.
Fine.
Great. Come over to my house after you're done with school tomorrow.
All right.
Peter starts walking away.
Looking forward to it.
End of scene. Scene 4. Scene at Jake's house. Jake is interviewing Peter.
Okay, so how this goes is that if you have nothing to say, then say no comment. If you have something to say, don't a lot. Okay?
Sure. Don't expect much of my blabbering ability. And this is the only time, right?
Yep.
Jake gets stuff in check. Peter's upcoming lines are a quick response to Jake's.
Okay. How are you?
No comment.
What do you do for a hobby?
No comment.
Are you going to keep on saying no comment?
No comment.
Do you think this is fun?
Yes.
Okay then. Well, how about your family?
Pause. Quick responses end.
My parents died a couple of weeks ago.
How?
No comment.
How?
I don't know. They could have crashed in a car or were killed. I just got a phone call that they were dead.
Would you consider yourself an anonymous Superman?
What do you mean?
What I'm trying to get at is that you do deeds without glory or fame.
Maybe. I don't know.
Would you see yourself also as an unknown?
Sorry, Jake, but I'm done. You're nice and have good intentions, but I just can't do it anymore.
Peter gets up and leaves. Jake is left there pondering. Behind Jake was his camera that he left recording without Peter noticing. Ba-ba-ba. End of scene. Scene 5. Scene takes place in a classroom in the school. Peter is getting tutored by a teacher.
Now, what's your thoughts on the relationship between Romeo and Juliet?
Peter shrugs. Peter flashbacks to yesterday when Jake was telling him to say no comment.
Actually, no comment.
Come on, Peter. I've been busting my ass for no salary for about a month now, so you can get enough credits to take junior courses next year.
Well, it doesn't seem like you're helping. This dated literature won't help me.
Help me help you, Peter, please. I've tried my hardest so you can succeed.
You should worry about yourself more then.
Get out. I'm done with you for the day.
Peter gets up and leaves. He walks faster when he is out of the classroom.
You are going to fail at this rate, Peter. And I'm not just talking about the classroom. I'm talking about life.
Peter continues running until he breaks down emotionally. End of scene. Scene 6. Ryan's introduced in the scene. First, many shots are of the video on the web. Then shows Ryan in front of his computer.
Oh my god.
Ryan gets out of his chair and starts pacing around.
I hate him. Peter wouldn't just let me beat the crap out of that kid. People have no clue what he did to me, how he hurt me. Now he gets recognized as Superman. What real good has he done?
Ryan gets his jacket and shoes on.
I'm gonna find him.
Ryan hurries out the door and shuts it. End of scene. Scene 7. Peter's walking around the school. Ryan sees Peter and furiously walks towards him. Ryan starts running, then Peter starts running. Ryan catches up and tackles Peter.
What the hell was that for, Ryan?
Peter notices and that Ryan was familiar. Ryan lifts up Peter, then slams him against the wall.
Why don't you leave things be? You can die like your parents and you're alone and weak, just like me.
I don't know. I don't know this. I don't know that. I just don't know.
Ryan throws Peter down around and runs. A bit away is Jake taking pictures. Jake goes over to Peter. Jake stretches out his hand, but Peter gets up on his own.
You tried to help. You feel like how you go around and take stupid pictures and write about how amazing they are.
Pause. Peter starts walking away. Jake is left standing there.
I was only trying to help you.
Peter's farther away. Jake then walks away. End of scene. Dun dun dun. Scene 8. Scene takes place in Jake's room where Jake is talking to himself out loud. Jake is sitting on his bed looking at the pictures on his camera.
What's it saying, my precious, my love?
What did I do to make him mad? I was only trying to help him get recognized for his anonymous deeds. I wonder what he's going through. I wonder how it must be like to have no parents.
Jake sees a still of Peter smiling during the interview.
I want to help him.
End of scene. Scene 9. Scene back at school. Last day of summer school. Peter meets with the principal. Peter walks into his office.
Have a seat.
Peter sits.
You know why you're here?
Peter shrugs.
Well, you're here because even though you've struggled with some of the academic parts of your schoolwork this summer, one of your classmates put a good word for you. He said that you were a great example for people to build on. So, Peter, welcome to junior year.
Who?
Jake Harris. Do you know him?
Peter gets up and shakes the principal's hand.
Thanks.
Peter turns to face out the doorway. He sees Jake taking various camera shots. Peter then leaves and walks by Jake.
Peter,
Peter turns around to face Jake.
how's life been lately?
No comment.
Pause for a couple seconds. Peter half smiles.
I'm sorry for not leaving you be.
Jake, I accept your apology, but for what you did, we can't be friends or anything like that.
Peter starts walking away.
Good luck.
Peter walks away. End title slide. Peter ended up going into foster care. When he turned 18, he was never heard of again. Jake went on to open his own business. It was a photography studio. Ryan's later story was unknown. Drake ended up graduating high school and college. This is not a true story. End of scene. And end of script.
Beautiful ending.
Oh my gosh.
I love that. Mwah. That was like the chef's kiss of his.
We resolved this tale by telling you there is no resolution.
Oh my goodness. Ah.
That was fun.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
That was a thing.
How much
That
do you want
was
to pluck out your eyeballs?
I mean, for a first script though, like that's you know.
The important thing is that you wrote a first script.
Yeah.
That's the takeaway.
Yep. Yeah. And then many more came after that. And gladly, nobody was like, you should never make movies again.
That's so fucked. That's horrible.
People can enjoy it, whether it's through actually watching it or doing like the Room-esque drinking game. So
Have you made one of those for that?
no, but I feel like at some point, if somehow I were to get Jan Films big time, then Hero Known would be the perfect candidate. Great story, great movie, excellent writing, and it's just the ultimate masterpiece.
Your magnum opus.
Yep.
I vowed to end everything that I write from now on with a end card to that caliber
Yeah.
every time.
Was I the only one laughing during it, or was anyone
I
else
was trying not to laugh, and I felt really bad because I didn't want to seem like a bad person in case we were like trying to keep it serious. You know what I mean?
No, I get it. The first work is always a hot mess, to say the least. So I was laughing, but trying to keep it respectful.
Yeah, like I didn't want to be like an asshole, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I appreciate it.
Still big respect.
Again, that first scene, originally Peter just gets a phone call and's like, my parents are dead.
I know. Also, later on, we learned that they never disclosed how his parents died.
No.
That's like such a Denny moment too. Like that's such like a Denny like gets caught doing drugs moment. Have you ever thought about like rewriting it and like crafting it into something better?
Luke, you're the perfect person to talk about this.
Oh, are you gonna do it, Luke?
Yeah.
Are you gonna do that shit?
I want to. We were gonna make it a musical at one point, but that ended up falling through. I think we should
Everyone know
at some point before we're dead.
just done exclusively through Zoom.
Yeah. Musical.
A
A musical? Sure. That sounds like
Yeah, a musical.
we'll find a better name.
Yes.
The musical needs to happen.
Yeah. I will accompany on ukulele with 3 chords, improvise music throughout the entire thing.
Perfect.
Yes.
For the music. It'll be great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, and I ended up discovering like that I had written like 15 extra scenes for that. So there is like a longer form and a longer story and new characters.
The hour and a
that
half
we
edition.
foreseen. So the question is,
Yeah.
what scripts should we do next time?
The longer edition of Hero Unknown.
Yes.
Would you all be up for that?
Yeah.
Yes.
I want
Okay.
I want to read every edition.
Okay.
Every draft that everyone
I feel that'd be such a good like capstone. Every single Zoom meeting has to end with a draft of Hero Unknown. That's what I'm holding.
That sounds glorious.